fucking hauling ass, as you can see right there. On the freeway headed down to El Paso. Just got off the morning live with Aki in the AK-47. God damn, I missed that car. Right after the live, burnt my morning sage just like Cali Built would. And now I'm on my way. It's like hazy and foggy as shit out here. I didn't look at the weather, so I don't know if it's gonna snow. I don't care if it does. I just want to get this trans. Like I said, I'm headed to El Paso. We're getting another Z3 trans for Oren, so I have a backup. We're gonna be gunning this car, so 277 strong. I want to have a backup trans because everybody knows K-Series trans are glass. This trans has a cracked case, so I'm getting it for fairly cheap. But I'm gonna have an extra gear set, LSD and final drive. So if anything breaks, I can always swap them over. And then I've also I'm working on sourcing another case for that one so that I can look into building a dog box and then just have a dog box, extra gear set, and a final drive laying around just so that I can really gun it. I want to pay complete homage to Aki, and I want to race someone. I want to tell him, you take one, the hit, and I'm going to gun you. That's literally what I want to tell him. And I want to get it on film so that we can fucking have some fun with that shit. But another thing I want to do is get this video out for you guys today. I promised you guys that we're going to have 3 videos a week. I have some other footage that I filmed yesterday, but it's just not going to tie into this. So this is going to be a completely different video, and then I'll get that video out. Ooh, excuse me. From there, what I want to do later, maybe today or tomorrow, depending on how late it takes, how late I get back, because I also have to ship some stuff out, like for Christmas and stuff. But I want to go over Oren. There are a few things that need to be fixed on the car. It sat for a while, but it also looks, I don't know, here nor there, I don't care. But there are a few missing lug nuts, and I'll go over everything that's missing and that needs to be fixed. And then it looks like the car sat outside a little bit. I don't know how this is possible. The only thing I can think is it did sit outside. But some of the, like, there's a mounting screw. I have no idea. I'll show you guys. But there's a screw that's going into the into the engine bay, from basically where the battery is mounted in the front passenger fender, or in the bumper, and that's rusting. So I'm not sure if it's just like bleed off and I can clean off the paint, or if it's literally rusting from underneath and I've got to sand it all down, get it to bare metal, prime it, and repaint it. So we're gonna see. It may be some work. It may not. We'll see. We're gonna make sure that she's good to go. We're gonna make this car great again, and it's gonna be fun. But again, like I said, I want some of your guys' feedback and some input on what you guys think I should do. I'm gonna have to re-powder coat the wheels. There's a nick in it. I personally like the red because of the Kill Bill theme, because of Oren, because like I understand that theme, and I've got something else coming for it. So I want some of your input too. That's something that I want, and some of your input. So like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below. Oh, here comes the rain. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down and pay attention to driving. How well you can see that, but that motherfucker is on fire. That's a big ass fire. Well, sometimes you got good luck, sometimes you got bad luck. Literally limping the CRV home. I've got a nail in my back driver's side tire. So constantly stopping and putting today. And then this has been known for this with the CRV since the day I bought it. But I needed axles. And like the front driver's side, again, outer CV joint is just clicking. The boot is torn down. So I just got out and checked it. But I could tell the boot's torn. It was clicking the entire time that I've owned this car. But now it's like, it's not a clicking, it's a clacking, so to say. That motherfucker is bouncing around. Like I can feel it in my left foot that's just chilling to the left of the clutch. I can feel the axle just bouncing around. So I'm limping this motherfucker back home. Well, not necessarily limping, I'm doing like 80, trying to get as close as possible to get home. So I was like an hour and a half away already. So I'm just trying to haul ass as much as I can. Oops, now there's a guy on the side of the road. Because if I slow down, or let's say like when I stopped to get air, I didn't see driving on the shoulder. When I stopped to get air, the passenger side tire is the only one that like all the power is going, which is lucky, is going through the passenger side tire. But I'm getting like a filthy torque steer with it. Oh, excuse me. And I've been getting it just driving like straight on the freeway. It'll just randomly just whoa, whoa, and just yank the wheel out of my hand. So definitely not safe to make it down to El Paso. So I'm gonna go ahead and retreat, head home, and then kind of regroup and figure out what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. Alright guys, I just talked to the camera for like 5 minutes, not realizing it was not on. So again, I'm back on my way home, just past that spot that was on fire. But this axle is barely hanging in. I don't know if you can hear it now, because it is still raining, but this shit is getting louder. So I am gonna stop at Harbor Freight either way. I need to get that gun for Mr. Redemption so I can get that crank pulley off. Hopefully that'll take it off. I'm also probably gonna pick up like a air rotary tool, like a Dremel kind of, so I can look into porting and just practicing porting some LS and B20 heads that I have laying around that I'm never gonna use, would never give to anyone. So I'll fuck around with that, teach myself, you know, cleaning bowls up, pause, cleaning up the ports, widening the radius and the throat of the bowl and whatnot. Just de-shrouding the valves, teaching myself these little tricks. I've messed around slightly with it with like an electric cheesy ass Dremel that did not work really well. I think the variable speed of the pneumatic will be a lot better. So that's my thing. That's what I'm gonna do. But what I want you to do is kind of take something from this that I am. This is a shitty situation where I was going to get a trans, was stoked about the trans, and can no longer get that trans because of my car. But I'm gonna make lemons out of lemonade. I'm gonna go ahead and now that I'm forced to stay home and I can't do anything else but stay home, garage is gonna get cleaned up. Mr. Redemption's head's gonna get taken off some way. Somehow I'm going to get that head off, and then from there we're gonna continue to move forward and progress on other things throughout the house, other things throughout the build. Possibly if the rain isn't where I'm at, because I'm still about 45 minutes south of my place. If the rain isn't there, I'll do an Oren update, so to say, kind of checking in with you guys on where it stands. All right, I made it back. Got to replace an axle on this thing. Barely made it back, but we're good. We'll get that taken care of. So unfortunately didn't get the trans, but let's show you what needs to be done here. As you can see, one lug nut's missing here, and that stud's all rusted. And then if you look at this lug, it's like halfway off and it's not loose at all. So I have a feeling that all these lugs are rusted, so I'm going to be replacing all 20 on the entire car. This one, pause, is pushed in. I don't know what's happening there. It's completely loose. So got to replace that one. So like I said, I'm going to be replacing all 4. But that one's missing a lug nut, like that one is. Like I said earlier in the video, all 4 are. It's weird. This one's missing a complete stud. I don't know what's going on here. And then again, another one missing. And then, what the hell is this? Oh, it's just, thought something happened there, guys. Freaking out. So there's a few little things that I want to get touched up on this. On the hood right here, you can't really see it, but there's some spider webbing, and there's a little crack right there in the epoxy. I think with my composite knowledge, I can fix that, no problem. But let me show you what's going on underneath the hood. Alright, so what we got going underneath here is right there. I know you can see it now. We got some rust. Like I was saying, that bolt, I think that's what's holding the battery tray right there. I think that is holding that up. So I just need to get a stainless bolt so that it doesn't rust. And then I'm going to go ahead and probably sand it down, touch it up with some touch-up paint. And then there's a few other spots. There's like that one as well. It's doing the same thing. So I'm going to get that touched up. And then right here and up there. So this bolt that's actually on the hood is it looks, I don't know if it's that, it's something, it is rusting right there and right there. So those got to get taken care of ASAP. And then there's another little spot right there. All these little things, just for me, I want to get cleaned up. I know this is something that just it's kind of nitpicky, but I want to do it. I think I'm going to drop this subframe as well, and I'm going to clean this up. And then I've got a buddy that does powder coating, so I'm going to go ahead, I think I'm going to have him powder coat it, just because like it's starting to rust right there. So I might as well wire wheel it and just get it powder coated, make it look clean. Do it once. Again, right here, some more rust on the traction bar. So on the TSM traction bar, just want to clean it up. Probably get it, just paint it. Maybe even just get that powder coated black as well. Just make it look like, tie in everything, and kind of kill that Oren look that I want. I might even take the motor mats off, take the bushings out, and get those powder coated black, just to do all black, white, and red. I think that'll be super clean. All right, so here's Mr. Redemption's head. The motor that's coming, his head is coming from, like I said, it's a Z1. Pulled the cams. If you're wondering how I did that, pulled the tensioner cover, pulled the tensioner out. From there, I had a little bit of room for a little bit of slack on the chain, but not much. So I pulled the exhaust cam gear, pulled that off, was able to get the chain off, got the cams out. There somewhere. Intake cam is destroyed. I really don't care about the cams. I'm not too worried about those. I'm just sending the head off to him. Only thing I want is the VTC gear, because it is an RBC VTC gear. So that's the one thing that I wanted off this, and that's kind of, I've got it. I've got an extra one. I've got a backup VTC gear, which is cool. But I'm still stuck on this pulley right here. Just like Aki, I don't have the weighted socket, so I've ordered one, got it overnighted. Probably won't be here because I ordered it so late, but this is where I'm stuck at. I can't get the front cover off to get the guides off and then be able to pull ahead. But this is where I'm at. This is where we're kind of going to leave this video off, just so I can get this out for you guys. I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to like, comment, and subscribe. This is my first time doing anything like this, so I really appreciate you guys helping me out. Throw some comments. Let me know what you guys want to see. I'm going to be putting some videos up of this. It's not just going to be Oren on this channel. I've got this, I've got a Civic in the back, and then I've got Oren. Those are going to be the 3 main projects right now. Should I say, I've got a lot more project cars, but those are the 3 main projects. Again, just a quick background check on this. It's an 87 Supra. It's getting an LS2 that I've got right here. I'm coming for JP Pause for that top spot on that PA list, the power adder list. I'm gonna throw an 85mm turbo on it, backed by a 4L80E billet converter. I'm shooting for some numbers on it just to be transparent. It is an aluminum block, so that's gonna be that's pretty much my limit, power limitation right there is the aluminum block. That should kind of let you know where I'm looking for power goals for this. But this is going to be on the list, so get ready, fellas. Get your stuff ready. All right, y'all. I'm outside just to finish this off. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to like, comment, and subscribe on the last video. I'm gonna keep updates with Oren, but I'm also gonna be updating you on my other projects. These cars I've had way prior. I've had my Supra since I was 18 years old, and then I've got a Civic build that's going on in the back. So those are some builds that I'm also gonna be keeping you in the loop on. I want you to give me some updates as to what you want to see on Oren. Like I said, I did throw in those the clips of what it needs. Kind of give me your updates on your thoughts on that, and what you think I should do to kind of improve upon what the chassis already is. We know it's a really quality car, but I really want to get this car on that Kobe lefty level. There are a few things that I know that we could do to it to get it there, but let me know what you guys think. Until next time, like, comment, subscribe. Keep gunning. Fuck a racer.